So that's what I have been dreaming about all night in order to get me ready, because for me today is race day. Today I am running the Donna 26.2, the Donna Marathon on Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Not on the beach, but the city of Jacksonville Beach. And my friends, the weather is less than ideal. Right now it's about 5:30 in the morning. So race start is 2 hours away. Right now it is 63 degrees. The temperature is going to go up to 65 degrees, and that's about 17.5 going up to about 19 degrees Celsius. Oh, and there is also a gale warning, so I'm going to have to deal with the wind. Now the good thing is that the heavy rain seems to have been pushed back a little bit, so I don't think I'm going to get heavy rain until towards the end of the race. So that's sort of a good thing, but I was also kind of hoping for a little bit of rain just to keep me cool because the temperatures are a bit high. Okay, I will be, let me scoot over here. Today is actually going to be the first run in the Hoka Cielo X1, so I am pretty excited to try those shoes out in a race day scenario, man. I just want to show you something on my Garmin that is a little off-putting. Let's come down. Okay, that's my race predictor. Let's just take a look at the race predictor right now. Race predictor for the marathon, 3:17:11. Okay, now I next want to show you the training status. Strained. Have you guys ever seen that? Strained. Okay, it looks like my training load has been lighter, but my HRV status indicates that I may need more time to recover. So not peaking. Anyway, we'll go out there, we'll give it our best shot. 3:17, yeah, I think that's right around, like ideally that's right around where I'd like to be. You know, 3:15 to 3:20. If I was all the way up to 3:30, I wouldn't be surprised, and I certainly wouldn't be disappointed, just because I haven't really been training for it. I only signed up for this race, I don't know, 8 days ago. I've probably been thinking about it for a couple of weeks. So I'm not expecting this to be a total stellar effort, but I am still going to run this race as fast as I can. Okay, let's check in at the race start. Okay, we have made it to Athletes Village at the Donna Marathon. There's a lot of people all around. A lot of people wearing trials hats. So a lot of people were out there yesterday and they've driven up for the race. This is going to be good. The temperature is actually pretty nice, although walking around in a singlet before the race actually means it's probably a little warm. But I think the rain is going to hold off till much later in the race, so that's good. So stand by. Okay, 30 minutes to go. Check out this sunrise. Look at the pink sky in the background with the palm trees. It actually looks pretty idyllic. If only it was going to stay that way for the entire race. Actually, you can see behind me, it's actually pretty cloudy, and I think that is actually going to be a really good thing for me and the other runners, just because, well, yesterday at the trials, it was actually a little warmer than this when they finished, but the sun, it was just blue sky, and the radiant heat from the sun was just on them the whole day. Today we've got a lot of cloud cover, and I think that's going to benefit us hugely. The only thing is the heat. It's a little warm, but it could be worse. It could always be worse here in Florida.
Let's do it! And let's...
Alright, I'm just coming up to say what's up to my man. What's up, man? Good luck today, alright? Take care. Alright, buddy. I'm going to catch up with you in just a little bit. Good luck. Good luck. Alright, almost there. It's go time. Okay, showtime. Gotta settle into a nice pace that I can talk for most of the time. Of course, everyone flies out of the gate. I'm sure I'm running a little too fast at the moment, but I'll check in just a few. All right, first check-in at the 5K. My watch said 22:47. So yeah, that's a fairly conservative time for normal, but that humidity I started to notice it about the 2 mile mark. So we'll see. The shirt's already pretty damp, so we'll just see how long we can hold on for. Alright guys, coming up on the 10K mark, or just crossed the 10K mark on my watch. 45:42. I think the official one is going to be just a couple seconds more. And I don't know, today's definitely not my day. But I keep thinking about those athletes yesterday at the trials, you know, they were going through something too, so all I have to do is keep going, even if it's not easy, or not that it's not easy, it's never easy, but I need to keep going even if I'm not doing what I think I should be doing. That's like, I think that's the most difficult hurdle to get over, is when performance doesn't meet your expectations. But man, we'll keep on. Water. Thank you. Okay, 15k, 108.51, and I have 3 miles to decide if I'm going to finish the race. I've got a little bit of hip flexor pain. It's very early on to be feeling pain. I'm thinking I can push through it, so yeah, I'm kind of in 2 minds here of what to do. This is the only spot, the turnaround, close to the finish, so I start running away from the finish line again once we get to the halfway point. Oh, tough decision to make. Right, I think my decision has been made as far as continuing goes. My heart rate is dropping, but my pace is also dropping, so the effort is like super easy, but this right hip flexor is like mechanically holding me back. Oh, not pleasant. And if I'm totally honest, I've been feeling that hip flexor for a while in training, and it was only, I guess, ego that kind of made me push through it. And now when it comes down to it on race day, probably should have listened to it, or maybe I still went out too fast considering my fitness. On a bright note, this yellow X1s feel really good. They're soft, they're definitely a marathon shoe, like they're protective enough. There's a good feeling of propulsion moving forward. Oh, I'm kind of sad I'm not going to be able to give them like the full marathon experience today. I think stopping is the best option. If I don't stop at the halfway point, I can tell there's definitely going to be some walking involved just to get back, so I think it's going to be a struggle to even finish this 13-miler. This is disappointing, but also not entirely surprising. I tried to stay positive leading up to this race because I didn't really feel like doing it, but because I registered it, I was like, no, I want to do it. I want to knock out another marathon. So I don't know. I don't think I can be trusted to like listen to my thoughts and make a decision against something. Lots of crowd support at this race, especially when we get back into like the neighborhoods, like the single family homes. There's a lot of people out in their driveways cheering, lots of little kids. It's kind of a small race, but it's a good atmosphere. All right. Oh my gosh, I've still got 2 miles to go. It's gonna be a struggle. $20K at 132.47. 132.47. Oh, the further I run, like just to get to the start finish line or the turnaround point for the marathon, the more confident I am that I made the right choice. If I'm honest, I should be walking right now, but I'm gonna try and knock out the half marathon. It's like a mile to go, so I shouldn't do too much more damage. And the good thing is that I still got 4.5 hours in the car on the way home to think about this, and I'm going to get home just a little bit earlier, so silver linings. Okay, I had to get away from the finish line because it's very noisy, celebrating all those awesome runners. So yeah, obviously I didn't take a medal, I didn't take any food, just I think that's also ego. Like, I don't deserve any of it, I'm not taking anything, but I did pay like $130 for that race, so I'm keeping my little race bag with the t-shirt. Well, you know, I feel bad, but not bad for that reason. I feel bad just because I didn't finish the race that I set out to do, but it was definitely the right choice. Like, even walking back to the car is it's a bit of a challenge. I hate to say that I have regrets because, you know, I'm glad that I went out to actually try it. So no, I don't have regrets, but I wish I would have listened to my body or listening to like what I had thought about the race and decided not to do it. No, I am not going to label it as a regret. I just wish I would have made a different decision. How's that? Okay, I'm going to get back to the hotel, shower, and then hit the road. And I will talk to you in just a second and we'll wrap this up. What's up, guys? Okay, so now I'm showered. I'm somewhat recovered. Luckily, my legs aren't going to be crushed like they usually are after a marathon. So that's another silver lining for today. But oh, you wouldn't believe it. The second when I get out of the shower, I can't feel that hip flexor anymore. So, oh, I almost wish like I could feel it like really bad, like it was just bugging me all the time. But it's only when I run, and apparently it's only when I run at a certain speed. But let's just put up on your screen right now my race analysis from Strava, and we can see there is just a general decline from the very beginning. I don't know, I think maybe I went out just a tad too fast. I was trying to be very conservative in the beginning. So the drop at around mile 5 probably isn't like too bad. I was definitely feeling that hip flexor at that point, but at that point, because it was so early on in the race, I was kind of putting it down to just, you know, my body's sending me signals that I need to just push aside and ignore. But then as the miles went on, you can see that that pace just kept dropping. And then to me at least, mile 11, 12 and 13, those were the hardest. I was really struggling in those last couple miles, and I was kind of thinking like I should probably stop and walk it in. But you know, you guys know how it goes. I didn't want to do that. I was already bagging the race. I can at least run a half marathon. Now, let's just go over and take a look at heart rate and just see how this is. Yeah, it says that it's tempo all the way. Look at that, just even across the board. It's an average heart rate of 153, which that's on the lower end of my marathon effort. To me, looking at this graph, it doesn't look like there's any cardiac drift. So yeah, my effort wasn't increasing, which makes perfect sense because my pace was decreasing. So I guess it would have been a really bad day if my heart rate was also increasing as my pace was coming down. But there it is. You can tell just by my heart rate that the effort wasn't like just a gun in it. I felt like I was running at a very solid marathon pace right at the beginning of the race, and then that hip flexor came in and it all went to pot. Anyway, I guess these things happen. Hey, let me know if you have ever DNF'd. Let me know in the comments. And of course, I want to know what race it was that you DNF'd at. And if you have made it to this point in the video, why don't you, let's see, is there a no entry sign, like a circle, red circle with a white line through it, no entry? Why don't you put the no entry sign, because I was denied entry to the Marathon Finishers Club today. And with that, it's Matt B, after DNFing at the Donna Marathon. Be kind, be happy, run well. I'll see you in a couple of days.